Welcome. This is episode 15. Can you believe it? Episode 15 of the podcast. We're on the road this year to 100k. I'm telling you. I'm just gonna show you something. This is my. I'm just use the like all the furniture, but this is my little place for now. So yeah, I am moved. Life has happened. Life has shown up. That's okay. Still here. We're still surviving. But welcome to becoming the GOAT, everybody. Welcome. This is episode fucking 15. Was I looking for love or validation? I'm thinking this week, right, about a scenario. I've been talking to someone about relationships. So recently I've been dating a while back, like, and all that, and not really, but, this need to be loved. This need to be loved. Like, I've always thought, like, I always say, I do love a relationship, and I'm a lover girl in it, and like, I feel like I'm like a hopeless romantic, and relationship. But my need for a relationship can sometimes go to extremes. I used to go to a program. I didn't go for very long. It's called SLAR, Sex and Love Addiction, because I was like a love addict. I think I was addicted. I want love. I need love. I crave love. I need you to love me. I need to feel loved. I never ever wanted it from having a child, though. I never wanted to have a child. Or kind of did, not really. But for some reason, my love was male-centered. Fucking terrible, really. I mean, it is what it is. I say terrible. I don't like to put myself down. Like, oh, I need this, I need that. But it was like, was I actually looking for love, yeah? Or was it that I was trying to find someone to convince me that I was enough? Because they're like, growing up in life, I was put down from, as long as I can remember, I'm not good enough, yeah? So then what happens is I then have to try and seek ways to prove that I am good enough, I'm accepted, I'm fit in the world, I'm just as good as everybody else, because usually what I do is everybody else is up here and I'm down here, like that. You're better than me. You are better than me. I'm not good enough, because I was told for the whole of my life by my own mother that I'm not good enough, by my own sister, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. So that narrative runs through my head for the whole of it, follows me everywhere I go. I can fucking walk into a room and I don't feel good enough. I'm not good enough. I constantly think it. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Constantly overthinking, right? And then what happens is I get older, I discover that I have an interest in men, and then what happens is I obsessively seek out relationships with men, because that will make me feel better. Confusing sex for love, make me feel better. Men, the validation, oh, you look nice, oh, this need, because I don't feel good within myself. So what happens is I seek it from external sources. Now, the external sources came from drugs, alcohol, shopping, money. Money is a big one for me, yeah? And then it comes also in men. Another relationship, someone to tell me that I'm okay, you accept me, you love me, oh my God, you put your arms around me, I feel amazing, how wonderful, I feel love for the first time in my whole entire fucking life, because I never got that from my mother, and I certainly never got that from my own father. I never accepted, I don't know, let me just do a blanket statement here, yeah? I do not know what it is like to have healthy relationships with your family, with family members. I don't know what it's like to experience unconditional love. I don't know what that looks like or what that feels like. So I've grown up at a disadvantage in the world of not knowing. Okay, I say disadvantage, it is what it is. I don't know that. So me going through life, and I don't know if you can identify, I struggle with making relationships and knowing how to be, and confusing all these different ideals and how I want to be loved and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's very, 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 very difficult, right? So then what happens is I struggle. I don't understand what's going on. I can't cope, all this kind of stuff. And then I obsessively and compulsively seek out relationship. You tell me I'm okay. You tell me I'm okay. Oh, you're going to look after me. You're going to look after me. You're going to be the one. You're going to be the thing that is making me feel whole. I got a little void inside of me. Yeah, that void that, you know, I was born into the world and I got a void from like no love from my family. I'm an oddball. Something wrong with me. I don't like to, you know, I'm a fucking codependent people pleaser. I need to be loved. I need to be accepted. Fast forward. Find relationships, confuse sex. I can have sex with love, all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And then what happens is I think I've fallen in love, and then it all falls apart, and we go over and over and over and over, and we repeat the same patterns over and over and over and over again, right? And what happened is, it's like I had to learn, like this, you know, this pattern of over and over again, is what I needed to realize is another person's love cannot fix the relationship I have with me. So if I don't have a good relationship with myself, yeah, and I think I'm gonna get it from someone over there, from the guy over there, right, I'm fucked. You're fucked, I'm fucked. You know, it doesn't work, because what happens is my whole sense of worth is built up and tied up in this relationship, yeah. So when the relationship's okay and he loves me and all this kind of stuff, I'm all right. Or I'm looking to fix the relationship so it's all right, so my life looks okay, wonderful, I feel fucking absolutely unbelievable. And I've learned this over many years. But you know what happens? I create the same patterns of behaviour time and time again, and you think, fucking hell, Nick, don't you learn? So I was doing it over and over again since I was, when did I start? 16, right? Anyway, drugs, alcohol, men, blah, 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 right? And then anyway, I get clean and all this stuff, and I'm on this journey, and I go to Codependence Anonymous and sex and love addiction and work it out, and I've got all of this stuff and this fucking incompleteness in me. I'm trying to heal it. Then I feel like I met the love of my life. I met my husband, my ex-husband, the love of my life. And one of the things about me, yeah, is I am looking for the fairy tale romance. It's going to be that explosion fairy tale romance, yeah? Because what that means then is, although I didn't have the love here from my family, it's just, it's lacking here. So what's going to happen is it's going to be fulfilled in a big way over here in a relationship. And I thought that was in my marriage. So I met this man, soulmate, love, amazing, complete. We come together. This is my story. We're both in recovery. We never met back in the day when we were both using, but we met in recovery, all this stuff. Yeah, fast forward. And actually, what happened is I then go into this relationship, you know, but then over time, the patterns and the behaviours that aren't that good, they get pushed aside. It gets pushed aside. That behaviour, the red flags, what's acceptable to me? You know, like I say, my relationship was my being. So then it becomes about me fixing the relationship. So if the relationship's all right, then everything else is all right. Not actually, are these red flags? What are my boundaries? Is this abusive? Is this behaviour okay? Do I recognise this behaviour as good or bad? Am I accepting it? Or am I just not even acknowledging what is going on, yeah? And I'm just trying to make sure that my partner is okay, so that then inevitably I'm okay, so inevitably my life looks okay. And I have said this so many times, yeah, that nonsense on your phone, you know, that social media life that you could, because I could come on here, yeah, and pretend. Like I could come on here and show you fucking, you know, like all the design, oh, babes, I've got designer, I've got fucking amazing life, you know, like, you know, I've got a car outside, I've got, where's my car keys? I've got, you know, I've got a really nice life and I live a really nice way. And, you know, I'm divorced now, but I'm on my own and I've got a BMW, you know, like I drive car, you know, like the stuff. And I could come on here and say, listen, I'm a fucking phenomenal fucking woman and I've done all of this work. I've changed my life. I'm a multi-millionaire. I could just lie to you, yeah? I go on holidays, business class. I have done that in the past, but I could sell this dream about myself to you, to my followers, and be like, my life is unbelievable. Come and join me and I'm going to take you from here to here. Now, part of that is true. My life is unbelievable. I have changed my life. I have changed how I see myself. But there are fucking deep, dark parts within me that are still unhealed. They are fucking unhealed, babes. They are unhealed. And I don't want to pretend that I'm something I'm not. Right? So you'll look at me and people will say, oh, fucking hell. She's like, you know, and I come on here and I try and help people. And I try and help people from where I fucking am. I don't sell you a fucking dream, because what I do, I want my words to hold weight. Now, when I tell you that it is about mindset and fucking changing your life, and you need to start small, remember the fucking bed making thing that I always talk about, yeah? We need to start small, right? Tangible steps. I have done that. I fucking did that. When I had agoraphobia, when I had the breakdown, when I'm on fucking medication and all that stuff and wanting to end my life, and I started to get better, I fucking did that. I fucking did that. No one can take that away from me, yeah? And when I started to find the therapist and go to therapy and reveal myself, but you know what happened to me when I went to therapy and started to reveal myself? You know what started to happen to me? Bang, revelation, revelation, revelation. Oh, your relationship might not actually be that way. We weren't together, but bang, maybe that's not an acceptable way for someone to speak to each other. Maybe, have you ever thought about the term domestic abuse, which is actually, it's not about someone, yeah? It's actually about other stuff. Financial, emotional, coercive, control. What about that stuff? Have you ever thought about that? You haven't thought about that? Why don't you go have a look? Revelation, revelation, revelation. I show up every day trying to better myself every day. Now, there are things that do hold me back. I grew up in trauma, whatever, whatever, whatever. But at the same time, yeah, I am on a fucking healing journey. No one can ever take that away from me. And I have said this from day dot, yeah, from day dot. Life can get better. It depends on what you do and the work you put in. Now, people, because the difference between me and others, now this is what I can tell you, is the work they put in. Because I speak to so many people on a day-to-day basis, messages. Why don't you do this? Babes, go do that. Go put some action in. Let's take tangible. Tangible means tangible fucking, let's something you can hold on to and go do it. Have you made any tangible steps? We've got a collective community. I say to people, come join the collective. I don't know, let's chat. Come chat to me. Let's bond, peer support. Come in and talk to people. Go out there, go to your doctors, try and get therapy. All this stuff. Have you gone and done it? I'm not judging you, by the way, because if you want to sit in it, that's fine. You don't have to do anything. Listen, you can watch this and think, fuck you. Who the fuck are you talking to? You don't have to do this. My question to you is, why are you watching it then? Huh? Why? But like I said, I'm not selling you a dream. I am selling you tangibility. I promise you, yeah, the woman I was in 2023 to the woman stood here, right now, who is fucking currently just moved again, had to go and do and start her life all over again. I was moving, but then bang, I had to move a lot sooner and things had escalated and things were out of my control and all of this kind of stuff. And you know what? And for the first couple of weeks of being here, I had nowhere to live and all that kind of stuff. And you know what? I just kept going because I've got so much resilience within me that I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. Life shows up and I can cope. Some days I cope better than others. Some days I'm on the floor and I think I cannot do this. And other days I'm like, I fucking got this. Come, let's go. So, you know, let's go. Let's do this. And you know, like, so let's go back. So the relationships, I have this innate sense of self where I don't feel worthy. And I have to keep trying to prove to myself time and time and time again that I'm worthy. I'm worthy, I'm accepted. So I'd go for relationships because I get the validation in a relationship. Someone tells me what I want to hear. I got married. I had all of that stuff. I was getting, I'm married. I'm a wife. I'm a Christian woman anyway. So I'm a wife. It's God. And the thing is, anyway, we won't go into that, but like this God, I wanted to say it's a God-centered marriage. It wasn't. You know, I was a Christian, he wasn't. That's cool. But you know, like I was like, God gave me what I'm looking for. I'm a wife. I'm accepted. I'm everything I was meant to be. My whole identity wrapped up in this marriage. And you know what happened with that? The danger, the red flags were fucking, they were green to me. Nah. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, if we just do this, hopefully it will get better. If we just do this, even when we were fucking separated. Well, if I just do this, he's going to be all right with me again. If I just do this, he'll, you know, won't scream at me. If I just answer the phone calls, he's not going to fucking, what mood am I getting on the phone? Don't, you know, and then all of a sudden it's, you know, I mean, anxiety, I'm having panic attacks for a man that I'm married, but I'm like, if I just do this, everything's okay. My relationship, my marriage is going to be okay. Anyway, it took me a long time to even think about the word divorce. Can't even use the word. I say to people, oh, I feel shame. I'm a failure. I'm divorced, but it's one of those things. You can't be around someone who, and the reality of actually, I married a man who didn't even like me. That is my truth. I married a man who did not even like me. This man was around for the convenience of the things I did. They're two different things. And the reality comes, it's exhausting. It's fucking tiring, man. But it's another part of my lessons. I know that I do these behaviours. I've done them for a long time. In the relationship with my husband, we met when we were together, and even before that I was still doing the behaviours. I was going to Codependence Anonymous and knowing that's the validation. And it was 10 years ago. And on this journey I've been, growing and learning. Even when, so my decision, so this is the thing. I was in a relationship with someone, again, my sense of self-worth tied up, then I became a wife and bang. So when I had to decide that we were gonna separate and divorce, and we had a conversation, that conversation was started by me, by the way. It was the hardest thing I'd ever had to do, but it was a sign of my growth, because I was finally like, no more. You're not doing this to me anymore. We're not going through this. And I'm just gonna keep yes in. No, we're not doing that anymore. My sense of self-worth is greater outside of this relationship than trying to stay in it, because my worth was tied up in a relationship. That's what we do with our families. I need my family. I want my family to accept me. If I just do this, and if I just do this, and if I just do this, it's going to be okay. In my marriage, if I just do this, you will finally love me. My worth and how I am and my life, I've made it. It didn't work that way, babes. It did not work that way. And that's okay. I come on here openly and honestly. That's what happened. It didn't work. And you know what? It's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. I was in a relationship and I tied that relationship up with my sense of self-worth. And then what happened is I blur the lines on my boundaries, what's acceptable and what isn't acceptable. Red flags are green. Come on, keep going. All that kind of stuff. And I am rebuilding my life. Today, my life is about me, selfishly. I'm learning over the next however long it takes, I'm going to be selfish. I implore you to be selfish. Be selfish. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. Even with children, put yourself first. Like that. You need to still take care of yourself and all that kind of stuff. Because I know, I hear a lot, oh, I've got kids. I know, but we need to still continue to learn how to develop our relationship with ourselves, right? Put myself first. And I am building a life today that I genuinely love. Not based on anybody. So what had happened is my whole sense of self-worth was tied up in my family, my relationships, my friendships. These relationships are not good for me. And God went, look, take them all away. Because I did a prayer once and I said, God, if these relationships are no good for me, I need you to remove them. That was before, that's whilst I was still in a relationship with my family, actually. And he removed every single one, bar one relationship, my best mate, my sister. Anything else. And I'm still on this journey, so I had to learn about, so in order for me to learn self-worth, everything has to be stripped from me. Fucking there you go. You're on your own. Now build your self-worth. Now find out who I am. I know who I am within my Christian lifestyle, but who else? What am I? What makes me me? How can I have a deep acceptance of who I am, not based on what anybody else thinks about me or what anybody else says, what I choose to do? What do I want my life to look like today? What do I want my success to look like today? I start to get a bit of success and I start to pull back. Oh no, that's a pattern of behavior. I start to shut down. Life happens and I shut down, and it controls all aspects of my life. How do I show up for myself? I've got to start showing up for myself more, as do you. We're on the journey together. You're looking at me, you might think, oh, fucking hell, I don't know what you think, actually. I'm not putting words into your mouth. Tell me what you think. What do you think? You're watching me, and why do you watch me? I say to people when they join the group, why did you join? What are you looking for? What are you specifically looking for? What I'm looking for in my life? The love and acceptance of myself, not based on anybody else. And then eventually, maybe one day, I will then have a relationship which is an addition to the life that I love. Not the relationship then becomes everything and I love my life. No. It's just an addition to the life that I love. You can come in. Otherwise, we're not doing it. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still healing. I need a reassurance. I have anxiety. I have panic attacks. And you know what it is? I'm still... The title of the podcast is called Becoming the Goat. It's a never-ending journey, babes. We are becoming. We're in the process of becoming. What does it look like? Currently, I'm estranged. We've had that stuff going on. It's still there. I'm now going through this period with my ex-husband, just realising, fucking hell, look at what I've done. I don't say that in a way of like I'm beating myself up, because I'm not beating myself, but wow, look at that. It's incredible. It's incredible. And one of the things I'm learning to do, I'm not abandoning myself just to be chosen anymore. I won't do that in a relationship anymore. I will not abandon me in order to be chosen by you. No, thank you. I am in a position today. This is all I got. I haven't got anybody else. And I mean that in a, that isn't a feel sorry for me. God said, everybody else around me's gone. Go. Build your worth. Learn to feel. Learn to go within. Build sense of self. Not with anybody else attached to you. Not with things. I barely have anything. Not with things. Or with money. Or with any of that stuff. Sense of self. Self-worth. How'd you do that? And then he put me on this fucking path. Start speaking to people and people understand and identify. I want you to identify with me. I'm an everyday person, babes. I'm a fucking 38-year-old woman who grew up in East London, who's just come on here and just telling you about life. But you know what? The one thing that I do not stop doing, I do not give up. I said this last week. I say it all the time. You don't get the opportunity to give up. You don't get the luxury of giving up. You don't get to do that. Nope. You keep going, because in the process of keep going and we come out the other side and you look back and you're like, fucking hell, I've done it. I built this resilience. I've learned how to, you know, what's acceptable and what isn't, what life looks like to me and what it doesn't, and what my goals are and what they're not. So now I'm on a journey. I'm going to document the rest of my journey on this. I've moved. I'm moving. I'm about to start again. You know, the amount of times I've started again, countless. That's all right. And if I need to start again after this time, you know what I'll do? I'll start again. You know why? Because that's what needs to happen. Countless times. Anything is possible in life if you just put your mind to it. Yeah? So, we've come out of estrangement, abusive relationships. I should talk about friendships next, actually. And you know what? Still standing. You can do the same. If you ever need me, reach out. We've got the collective that is linked. Come and join us, babes. Come get some support. We're on the road to build to a bigger, brighter, better future, yeah? Welcome to this new era of becoming the GOAT. It's a rebuild journey, and we're continually on the journey. I'm on the journey. I'm not up here and you're down here looking up at me and being like, oh my God. I have life. I share this as a lived experience coach. I talk about everything from my lived experience. I'm going to keep going. And that's what you need to do. In order to become the GOAT, we don't get to give up. You do not get to give up. No matter what life throws at you, the horrible relationships you come out of, the rebuilds that you have to do, however many rebuilds you need to do, we're going to keep doing them. Like I say, rebuilding again. Here we go. I rebuild. Selling for my furniture. So what? I'm on the journey, becoming the GOAT. I'm doing it, and I'm showing you that you can do it as well. So follow along, come join me, come get inspired, come get support. Inspire me, please, because it's not just about me, it's about us working together. We need each other. We need community. We need to start rebuilding our lives and being the best version of ourselves. Welcome to Becoming the GOAT, everyone. Love ya. See you next week.